Baby, please come home. I know a baby's only 3 years old, but when he's old enough to listen, let that truth be told. That his daddy was a soldier with a heart so bold. While the others like to rock, your dad just rolled. Iraq just stole, husband's been robbed. It's hard to juggle kids and a full-time job. I tell him in the letters that it is no prob. Just keep on fighting hard and we'll see you promptly. I've been showing Nicky pictures of the past. Same smile as his dad, same laugh. All nights last too long and days fast. Can you give us time frames, cause I'm trying to grasp the days to your return, baby, please write back. This is not a guilt trip, but a young son lacks the father figure in his life, he needs that. But you're stuck in fucking no return called Iraq.
Though we sleep alone tonight, I will return and let my letters be alive. Forever burning, always know that I love you. But sadly we're learning, there's just nothing we can do. Nothing we can do.
Honey, I am sorry that it's been so long. It's hard to write a letter when I sleep on bombs. I'm glad to hear the Nick is going up so strong, and I think we owe it all to a steadfast mom. My heart still longs for you guys back home. Tell me, did he really draw that picture on his own? I hope you always read to him my childhood poem. All the things that I would do just to have my phone. I miss your lips, I miss your touch, and I miss your...
Welcome, everyone, as we get our first look at the future of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, and as always, I'm joined by Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Today, we're going to get a chance to watch the top prospects in the draft battle it out here in the Rookie Showcase.
All the stars of the past March tournament on display here, and no doubt everyone on the floor will be looking to make an impact and turn some heads.
You know, all the focus won't be on the guards, as there are some very intriguing big men looking to up their draft stock.
Should be fun.
So let's take a look at the State Farm starting lineup for the Stars. Foster is out there with Davis, and it's Brown in at the center position. And for the Elites, Mack in at point guard. He's out there with Turner, and it's Patterson in at the 4.
You look around the gym, a lot of movers and shakers in attendance.
Yeah, you sure are. And if you want to be seen by an NBA front office, this is the place to be. It's just one game, and you've got their full attention.
From past the arc, Gibson is whistled for the loose ball foul. That's his first foul. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Boy, that did not look good, Clark. I'm not sure how soon we'll see him back.
Yeah, I'm with you there, partner. I mean, that's the last way. How much should GMs weigh this single game versus a player's entire body of work?
And I've sat in that chair, Clark, and I think the entire body of work is important.
The 3. That one goes. Count it. He has 5.
Yeah, he's always going to pull it.
Mack the pass to Turner. To the middle. Drops in the layup for 2. Back to Martin. Shoots. That's good on the jump shot. to Martin. This one for three. That drops easy. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. The elite, he has 5. 5 to shoot. It's good from long range. Davis against Martin. Here's Mack. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, the official all over that one. That's a good call there.
You got to give credit to the official there. I mean, being in the right position to make that call, that's what they get paid to do.
And the first one drops. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. NBA less
projected to go in the draft, but with performances like this, he could be on the rise.
Knocked loose.
But that's only his first turnover, so he's done a nice job here offensively.
Deft touch on the alley-oop.
So nasty. I mean, really nasty. He hit the bullseye with that dish.
That is simply poetry in motion.
Beautiful play, huh?
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Sometimes you just got to make the easy pass. Somebody's open, throw it to them. When you do that multiple times, the game starts to find a flow to itself. And you know, guys, it's so important for a team to find rookie-scale contract guys for your roster, because on the veteran team, the older guys are going to make a lot of money. If you can find a young guy to contribute, it can really balance out your salary cap.
Lets it go from deep. Mack grabs the miss.
Not a bad look at the hoop, just couldn't get it to bounce in for him.
And that rookie salary structure, you're talking about a great success for the NBA. You don't see the holdouts that you saw in the NBA in the past.
And, Kevin, not to mention the fact that it also, I think, keeps younger players hungrier. It allows them to realize that they have arrived, but they aren't going to stay if they don't get better and produce. So some guys, if they make big money before they've really proven themselves, it can make them complacent. And they can sometimes suffer from the fat and happy syndrome, or the couch and video game syndrome, I call it.
Wow, he is just burying shot after shot from long range.
And he'll keep calling and begging for the ball, I'm sure.
Here's Foster. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession.
We've seen a lot of silly...
So it's the Elites winning this one easily.
Well, it was a fun one, but the Elites just had the better day. And they'll have a little bit of bragging rights here over the Stars as the draft nears closer.
And although this isn't a league game, you could tell each player out there wanted to win. I mean, no question about it. This was a competitive affair.
And there was no shortage of action on either side of the ball. Thanks for joining us for this broadcast of the NBA Rookie Showcase. I'm Kevin Harlan for Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. We'll see you next time.
I know you just got done playing and probably want to catch a shower, so I'll keep this brief. I'm with the Bobcats, and we're picking 9th in the upcoming draft. We love what we saw in you tonight and want to ask you some questions to see how well you would fit in with us. Question number 1. I feel like we have our point guard of the future in DJ Augustin, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't look at all available options in the draft. How do you think you compare to DJ?
I think DJ's a talented player and someone I watched a lot of when he was playing at Texas. I really think we could learn a lot from each other, and ultimately it would help us to both become better players. How that works with your roster, well, I guess that's for you to figure out.
Next question. As a younger team, I feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you. I'm here to tell you that you have a chance to be our franchise centerpiece if you put in the work. How many other teams can offer you that? That being said, we still have a couple of years ahead of us where we're going to be acquiring young talent and assets. We might struggle a bit in those years. Are you going to be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years?
I've never really lost in my entire life. I've always been good enough to propel every team I've ever been on to success. I realize the NBA will be different in that regard, at least at the start of my career. This will really test my patience, but as a man, I'm up for the challenge.
Great answers. I really think you'd fit in great with us. Here's hoping we're able to draft you with our pick. Thanks for taking the time to answer my questions. We're picking 7th in the upcoming draft and are very interested in what you bring to the table. All right, let's get to it. We realize that here in Sacramento, we don't have the appeal of a Los Angeles or a New York or Chicago. We tend to look for players who would be proud to be part of this organization, someone who can really take pride in being a member of the Sacramento Kings, someone who's willing to spend their entire career as a member of the Kings. Are you that person?
Yeah, I would be honored to be a member of this organization. From everything I've seen, you guys have a rabid fan base out in Sacktown. I'd love to be a leader on this team for the next decade.
Interesting. Next question. How important is it for you to be a lottery pick in the draft?
Honestly, I don't really care. I'm more concerned with going to the right team than I am going as high as possible. I want to play for someone who's going to utilize me to the best of my abilities. Someone who's going to use me to put the team into a position to win games. You heard?
Okay, I think I've heard all I needed to hear for now. You're definitely someone we can use on our team. Now we just need you to be available when it's our turn to pick.
Hello, I'm the head scout for the Golden State Warriors. I want you to know that we're strongly considering you based on your performance tonight with our first-round pick, 11th overall. We'd like to get to know you a little better before committing to you. I'm sure you understand. We have a couple of questions, if you don't mind. We feel like we already have some great young guards on our roster in Monte Ellis and Stephen Curry. Where do you see yourself fitting in with those guys?
Look, I'm not really a fit with your current roster. You guys already have some nice guards, guys that would cut into my playing time. I'd rather go to a place where my talents would be best used, and I'm sorry, but that's just not with the Warriors.
Okay, last question. This team has a lot of momentum right now. We went through a rough stretch and had some recent draft picks that didn't work out. With guys like Monte, Stephen Curry, and David Lee, we really feel like we're on the up and up. We like what we've seen out of you, but how do you see yourself fitting in with the team?
Look, you got some great young players on your roster, but I gotta keep it real here, man. I really don't see it working out between me and you. I'm looking to jump into a winning situation, and you guys in Oakland don't exactly have a history of that. It's nothing personal. I just need to do me, baby. Know what I mean?
Well, that didn't go quite as I expected. We'll see you at the draft.